5 myths you've probably been led to believe about becoming financially free and wealthy. Money is everything. Money is power. Many people believe money is bad. Some people believe that money is the root of all evil. I think money is as good as what you use it for. Putin, he used money to go invade Ukraine. You can also use money to go build schools. That money doesn't have a personality. Another myth. So some people think that motivation is all that you require. What's better than motivation? Discipline. You're not going to be motivated every day. But if you discipline, you'll get up anyway. Number 3, if you want to become financially free, you got to work harder. Let's say you sell 100,000 cookies $1 a piece. But let's say you want to sell 1 million. Do you got to work harder to make 1 million from your cookies? You can work smarter or you can work higher. How do you work higher? You can probably get one deal with Whole Foods and make $1 million from your cookies. So it's like, okay, we can sell 1 million cookies, or we figure out how to get some restaurants, some distribution. Number 4, you can do it alone. This person is a self-made millionaire. Y'all ever heard that term before? Like, it's no such thing as becoming a self-made millionaire. Like, how? You got customers, probably a team, some investors maybe. Number 5, it takes many different ideas. Who believes it takes many different ideas to become financially free and wealthy? All it takes is one. Like most people say you got to have multiple streams of income to become a millionaire. No, you don't. You just have one. Focus. So another myth is don't put all your eggs in one basket. It's like, well, if you think about the most successful people in the world, they put all their eggs in one basket. So LeBron James officially announced a big accomplishment. What is it? So he's a billionaire now. And what else? The first billionaire NBA player to still be active in the league. Let's unpack it. How did LeBron become a billionaire? Investing in what? Let's see. Blaze, Nike, Gatorade, Hanes, Walmart, Beats by Dre, film company. He owns a supplement company. He owns a sports agency. Who else did something similar to that? Beyonce. Who Beyonce do it with? Uber. So 50 Cent did it with the vitamin water. Looking at this is how he led to the billion. How is this applicable to your life and your business?
Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket? Okay. So did LeBron put all his eggs in one basket? How? He put all his eggs in one basket at one point. Then he got to a point where he was able to do these type of deals. What basket did he put all his eggs in? In basketball. And then because he built that, now he was valuable enough for people to give equity in their companies. So is it good to put all your eggs in one basket, or is it not good to put all your eggs in one basket? Some people in their mind, they tell themselves that I can do multiple things. But if you do multiple things, you just do multiple things all right. Like you can't be amazing at multiple things. The jack of all trades, master of none. The masters are who get the money. Because some people say, don't ever put your eggs in all one basket. It's like, that's cliche. Because if you look at people who built stuff, they put their eggs in one basket.
Mm-hmm. Like, what would you say to a person right now who's not taking full advantage of where we are with the internet today?
Man, so I tell people all the time, it's like, we live in the best time in the history of the world to be alive. So like, if you think about our ancestors, if you think about like the Madam T.J. Walkers, if you think about the A.G. Gassons, if you think about the Herman J. Russells, if you think about the Alonzo Hernans, you know what I'm saying? Like these cats, Alonzo Hernan was born a slave and became, if I'm not mistaken, the first millionaire in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? You got Madam T.J. Walker. It's like she was going door to door. It's like they had nothing. Like we got the internet. Like you can literally shoot a video, upload it right now, and people see it all over the world. And you can make them an offer, and somebody might buy it if you got the right message and all that. So it's like never in a million years. Like you ought to, soon as you go online, you got an international business automatically. So never in a million. You can run it. You can launch an ad right now, and people, once it's approved, people can see your ad in the next 2 hours. Like if you, so like in the 1800s when they was just doing like direct mail, and so we do direct mail also. But even back then, it's like they had to write their sales letter on a typewriter, take it to get it printed, then take it to the post office, send it to somebody, and then this person had to get it, open it up, get into their house, read the whole thing, then cut out
the thing,
fill it out, then take it back, and then you had to wait for a response. Like we can have an ad up in 2 hours, and within the next 2 to 3 days, we know if we got some or not. Raise your hand if you got an Apple product. Y'all know who like started Apple? Steve Jobs. Y'all think Steve Jobs created those products? Steve Jobs didn't create the products. He was his brain baby, basically. Like Elon Musk, who got the electric cars, like he didn't even come up with the concept for the electric car. Somebody else brought the concept. He was like, oh, that's a dope concept. Let's do this with it. And dude was like, all right, bet. So it's the thinking. Most people don't think though, because thinking is hard work. Most people are mentally lazy because you ain't really taught to think. Here's 2 examples of ads you would show your pipe and hot prospects. This one is a video, that one is an image. The reason I put those 2 on there is because people always ask, does video work better or does image work better? They both work. Makes sense? The key word in marketing is what? Test. Test it. Like when you see these marketers online and they say, only do it this way. This only works. Marketing is not that matter of fact. If you got something, you test it and then you see what happens. Does that make sense? The results are the only thing that proves what works and what doesn't work. The most valuable work you can do is what? Think. Y'all already know how to think because y'all smart. Y'all know how to figure out games, Fortnite. But think about the person who think a little bit further. When it comes to Fortnite, most people do what? Play Fortnite. What about the person who think a step further? They become who? They become a streamer. And then what about the person who think another level? Let's give y'all a visual. First level of thinking is playing Fortnite. Second level is what? Try hard. So you've been a try hard, you dedicating to figuring out. The third level is what? I'm gonna start streaming. Then the next level is what? You start creating YouTube videos. And then what about the people who think a step further? They start selling merch in their videos. And then the ones who think a step further, they what? You said it earlier, they go esports. Like esports is like NBA of video games. Esports is like NASCAR. Y'all know what NASCAR is? So like NASCAR is like sports racing cars. And like these companies buy advertisements to put on your car. Esports is like that. Most people just sit in their house all day, play the game, call themselves a gamer, but they don't make no money. But then you got people who go do esports. They get $10, $15, $25,000, $100,000 endorsements because they're in esports. And I'm not saying any of these are wrong. This awareness of seeing where you at. What's the top level? Owning. So creating the game. What do y'all notice about this pyramid? It gets smaller going up. Why does it get smaller going up? Because everybody ain't up there. Why everybody ain't up there? Y'all ever heard people say it's lonely at the top? Why y'all think that is? They don't want to think at that level. So they be like, you know what? I'm just going to play the game. What's the lesson? Be aware of where you are, and the difference in where you are and where you want to go is what? Your mindset and what you do with what your mindset, huh? Thinking and then executing.